everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share something slightly different with you. It's a new project that I've been working on ever since the war in Ukraine started. Because when that happened, I was finding it very hard to unwind and just carry on with my life and with my projects, because I kind of felt guilty and just so useless, and I was very stressed out. And after a while I just figured that wasn't helping anybody, so I started going for very long walks, and then with time I started taking my camera with me, because there's lots and lots of animals and plants and trees in my town. And since other YouTubers make the favorites videos, I just thought it would be a nice idea to just keep looking for the favorite things in life, just in nature and in the things and places and moments that I don't have to pay for and I don't have to buy. And because of this constant contact with nature, I also managed to find some balance again. And then suddenly I realized that I'd filmed so much that it could be a video, like a proper long video, and I just wanted to share that with you, because I think if we want to help the world and help other people, we have to start with ourselves, and our stress and sleepless nights don't really help anybody. So if you're into animals and you feel that maybe it's time to relax and just take care of yourself, why don't you grab a tea? I think we might spend a few minutes together and maybe it'll help you unwind. Well, the animals are therapeutic to me, so maybe they'll help you too. Initially, I wasn't very lucky with filming hares, but then one day I noticed a pair of ears in somebody's weed, and I just stood there with my camera watching. I was also being watched by a pair of eyes right below the ears, and this is how it usually ends. But sometimes I'm lucky enough to spend a while enjoying them before they notice me and run away. And then sometimes they multiply. And then, when I'm even more lucky, I keep observing them, and sometimes I get to film 3 hares at once. There's a few ponds close to my house. I used to go there in the winter, and this is what they look like in the winter, but now they're completely different. So sometimes after 8 hours at work, I just go there and I get to see waterfalls, swimming, having fun, also mating. But filming them requires quite a lot of luck, because they're not always there, and then they keep disappearing the second I press the recording button. Still, sometimes they just keep swimming. And that was one of such occasions. Speaking of disappearing animals, there's also ducks. More waterfalls. And sometimes just some crazy groups of ducks that decide to disappear the second I want to film them. Yeah. Thanks, guys. And 3, 2, 1. They're also probably not ducks, but I'm an ignorant and I just call them ducks, and they're not ducks in many cases. And this, for sure, is a waterfall and not a duck. Nevertheless, it disappeared. And some animals just prefer being in the middle. Oh. Yeah. So it's not a swimming ass, it's a full swan. From time to time. Some of the inhabitants of the ponds are currently stuck on their nests, while others keep flying around. Sometimes they swim in twos. And sometimes they do whatever it is that they do on the bank. And I like to think that they just chill together. And sometimes I guess they kiss. That's guessing. Sometimes they fight, unfortunately. But in 3, 2, 1, the peace is restored. I like how they handle stress. They just shake it off, like literally. And here, apart from the ducks vibing together, I was also just admiring the tree's reflection. Here, ladies and gentlemen, we can observe a levitating... It's not a duck. I checked. It's a levitating coot. Ooh, and that one's called a great crested grebe. You're welcome. I'll never remember that. I'm a big serious coot. And this bouncy coot was stabilized in my video editing program very nicely. And this year I also learned that you can grow a swan in a field. And sometimes there's like cranes, coots, swans, seagulls, and ducks in the same place at the same time. We've also got these happy aliens here. Oh, I can't imitate that. Maybe in the next video. Time goes by so slowly. You're an alien too, dancing on a leafy grass. And now, there we go, roe deer. The animals I've been dying to film, but they've never allowed me to come close yet. So I just keep filming them from a distance, when they're wandering among fluffy dandelions. And everywhere else. And this is, by the way, not my footage. It's my boyfriend's footage, because the roe deer, for some reason, were really afraid of my drone. It's so easy to scare them, and yet sometimes they just come up so close to our houses. And now, let's talk about birds. Like this levitating bird, hunting for breakfast. I love those fluffy balls. That one didn't catch anything while I was filming. That one's building a house. And this one just is, I guess. And these little bastards can be loud. Oh, look at that! I also managed to film proper ducks. Yay! And lots of screaming seagulls. And this is a pheasant. And this is Miss Pheasant. And this is Mr. Pheasant trying to get in touch. I never knew they were so colourful until I filmed them this year. They shriek so badly, but they're so beautiful. And here I guess I was a bit of a paparazzi. Mr. Pheasant seems to be casually entering the woods, but something decided to walk all over my face. And then I noticed Miss Pheasant following Mr. Pheasant into the woods. She must have accepted his invitation. And now some comedy of manners, starring a cat and Mr. Pheasant. Mr. Pheasant's a bit confused, but nah. And I guess today I'll just leave you here with the aunt having her breakfast. I'd never seen an aunt having breakfast on a flower before. I hope you enjoyed your breakfast today. Thanks for watching my video. Lots of love. Bye bye.